Julie Finch, the Cheltenham Trust is recently formed. What is its value to Cheltenham, and what do you hope to achieve over the next couple of years?
The Cheltenham Trust is still a new organisation. It was formed just over a year ago. The council decided to move its assets out of the local authority into a new trust. And so we've got the Town Hall, Pittville Pump Room, Leisurettes, Prince of Wales Stadium, tourism. We run all of those assets. We don't own them, but we run them. The place we're in now, having been through 12 months of development and transferring over the staff and developing the trust, is to look forward and begin to think really seriously about the impact that the trust can create for Cheltenham in developing that kind of distinctive sense of place. This role with the Cheltenham Trust really chimes very closely with my kind of great desire to change lives. Our vision for the Cheltenham Trust is all about enriching the lives of people, those people in Cheltenham, people coming to Cheltenham and beyond. And the backdrop of these fantastic facilities and the potential of what we can do with them as a trust, bring together sport and culture and tourism in new ways, is hugely exciting. I haven't been a chief exec before. This is my first role as chief executive. I've led major projects and organisations, but this is something completely new for me, and I find that very exciting. On the one hand, there's a challenge, but also an opportunity in how new organisations are formed to enable places to thrive. And this charity is an important aspect of the foresight and insight of the local authority in ensuring that the assets, the crown jewels of the town, continue to grow and develop without necessarily the totality of the support that the local authority could provide. This is quite a different model. It brings together sport, culture and tourism in a town setting. There are many cultural trusts within core cities, and obviously in a core city you've got that critical mass of activity, you've got footfall, and to some extent that's easier, I would argue. A town trust is something different. It's all about collaboration. It's about how we work with businesses, with education sector, voluntary sector, and with the public to build our relationship and build our presence in Cheltenham for Cheltenham. I think the next 24 months are really exciting. We're on our feet. We're developing our story, our organisational narrative. We need to be more present in the minds of the public. That's something we're going to work very hard on. We're also looking at how we reimagine the Town Hall as a kind of absolute centre of gravity for Cheltenham itself, the activity that takes place there and how those spaces are used 24/7. Really important. We're also looking at how Leisurettes can become more of an exciting venue as well for not only sport but activity, and moving people on from thinking sport is something that only 38% of the population engage with into thinking it's actually for everybody.
Partnerships are very important in this environment as well. What would your message be to the business community as far as how they can engage with the trust?
Working with our business community is a very important aspect of our work. The cultural economy, so the impact of culture on the economy is really important. If the trust is providing great attractors for people to either come and live here, develop businesses here, or indeed just visit for a day or a weekend, that's going to help our businesses. So I see that partnership being very, very important, and that cycle of development and growth and change is essential to the future of Cheltenham. I think we've got to think hard about how we're working with young people, how we're developing new talent across culture and across businesses, and how we can create more interesting solutions to that. So we retain the talent in Cheltenham and Gloucestershire, and there are great jobs for young people, which is going to build a very vibrant economy for the future. What I would like to see is the Cheltenham Trust being the go-to place. You come to Cheltenham, or you live here, or thinking of travelling from outside London or elsewhere in the world, you'd be able to access whatever we have on offer, and it becomes the destination of choice. And if the Cheltenham Trust has really presented Cheltenham in a new and exciting way, developed all of its assets and beyond, and grown, and is seen as that kind of vital aspect of life here. That's what I would like to achieve.